This is limited edition. You can't order it online. You can't buy it, bro. This is episode 1. This is gonna be special. Let's celebrate.
Here, what's up? Recla episode 1, debut episode, fucking piloto. We got our host for tonight, since our real host isn't here, but yeah, boy Ray Mysterious is here.
Wait, hold on. Since our real host is not here, let's address that.
We'll address it real quick.
Let's address that. Lalo and Baby are supposed to be on this podcast on every single episode, but they not here today. Why is that, Antonio?
How the hell do we have a podcast? First episode, no host. Tell me how that makes sense that we're in your house right now. Right now as we speak, and you're not here. I swear on everything, you better be here next week. Or it's going to be the end of you. I'm being so serious right now.
Drop a LK for Alexis and Lalo.
Uña, I know that's your brother. But Lalo, Baby. You talking about?
Yo. Oh, my fault.
You talking about? Oh, it's once in a lifetime. This podcast right here. First episode. This is once in a lifetime.
Baby. First of all, you 24 years old and you never been to Atlantic City and you from New York? That's sad, bro. I went to Atlantic City at 2 years old, bro. I don't remember shit from Atlantic City, but guess what? I was there, bro.
Yo.
So have a good time, but fuck you, my boy. Yo, fuck Baby comments in the comment section, bro. He didn't want to come to the first episode. And I know he not having fun out there, bro. So fuck Baby comments in the comment section for the very first episode, bro. I'm here, bro.
Alright, real shit though. You were saying it's a once in a lifetime. So we're gonna take a once in a lifetime shot.
Yo, Antonio, do me a fucking favor right now, bro, and show off that t-shirt, bro. This is episode 1. This is special. Like Ray Mysterio said.
Ray Mysterio
for his 20th year anniversary. This first episode of the regular is special, bro.
Real shit though. As I was saying, it's a one of one episode, one of one fucking piloto. So we're gonna take
the t-shirt, Antonio. Recla episode 1. Nobody is gonna be able to buy this t-shirt just because it's special. It's episode 1. Only the people who are in here in episode 1 are gonna get this t-shirt.
Alright, yo. Show off the shirt.
Let him talk. We have to get this going.
Show off the shirt. Yeah, as I was saying, it's a one of one. Shut the fuck up. It's a one of one, so we're gonna take a one of one shot. First shot ever in podcast history. Shot of Tito's. They don't sponsor us yet, but yo, if y'all watching this, we probably big by now, so y'all might as well send in the contract. Alright, yo. So we all gonna. This is for a successful pot.
Only us 3 are gonna take the shot because we
successful
respect
pot.
everybody else's decision of not taking the shot. So we just gonna take a shot.
Alright, so
no, we can't take a shot legally.
Yeah, legally they can't take a shot, so we're gonna respect that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm legal.
So this is to celebrate episode 1.
One of one shot.
This is to celebrate episode 1. Ready, set, go. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel and for watching episode 1. This is gonna be a special episode.
Subscribe and
I still got more
like
Tito's
this podcast.
What happened?
I said subscribe and like.
Oh yeah. That's another thing I wanted to get to, yo. Subscribe, like, turn the notification bell on, comment whatever y'all want. I really don't care what it is. Just help us with the algorithms, and let's get this shit going. Let's
So, you're winning that title backwards, bro.
Nah.
So put that shit.
Nah, this for M. This is me.
This you.
I'm the me champion.
I'm
always being myself.
Iconic.
And that's one more thing, bro. Lalo not here, so my boy Uña, he gonna be himself tonight, bro. So Uña, if you got an opinion on anything that we talk about today, you talk about it. Alright,
let's get the pot rolling. Let's talk about the Premier League. As of this recording, Arsenal won yesterday. They won 2-0. My opinion, they look pretty good. They're a good team. They're not a bad team by any means, but I think they always start good and then they get shit towards December, stay shit towards the spring, and then they end up like 5th or 6th. They're not a bad team by any means, but they're still not with the elites, in my opinion. Horse Mask, what's your opinion on the matter?
So I don't like Arsenal, but I'm not gonna lie. I do gotta give credit where credit is due. Partey had a great game. Odegaard had an alright game, and also Saka had an alright game. But Martinelli did miss a sitter before he scored that goal. So for that, I'm gonna say that he's just not special, bro. Like, I know a lot of Arsenal fans think that Martinelli's special, but if I were to give advice to an Arsenal fan, I would say focus on Saka and focus on Odegaard. Odegaard does give me like special vibes. Martinelli, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Martinelli, I think he's gonna be a flop, bro. Like, I don't think he's gonna be at Arsenal that long. Now, the only thing I like about Arsenal right now is that they are producing young players. Now, are they gonna make top 4? I don't think so. I know they won their first game of the season, but I think the top 4 is gonna end up being Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, and Chelsea. Now, why do I say that? So, Arsenal, I think they just have too much youth. And I know that doesn't make sense to some people, but when you're too young, you're still trying to develop. And I just don't think that some players are ready to qualify for the Champions League and actually play a Champions League game. Spurs have Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, and they have Kulusevski. I think that top 3 is one of the best top 3 in the world. I'm not saying they're the best top 3 in the world, but I'm saying they're one of the top 3 best 3 in the world.
Right.
Why do I say that? Hold on. Why do I say that? Heung-min Son is incredibly underrated. Now, I don't know if that's because he's Asian or because he's not from England.
Nah, for real.
But Heung-min Son is seriously underrated, bro. Heung-min Son has been world class for like 2-3 years. And I mean world class, bro. Like, I mean, like, Heung-min Son is special, bro. Like, Heung-min Son is super special. Harry Kane is obviously a goal-scoring machine. And Kulusevski, I know a lot of people for some reason don't see that he's special, but he is. And Conte is going to bring all of their potential out of that top 3.
All right. So, now that we have your opinion on the Arsenal and Spurs matter, I already said what I think about Arsenal. Spurs, I watched the game today. They look pretty good, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know if they look good because Southampton is awful or if they look good because they're just a real deal. Because Southampton really didn't look like... I mean, defense is mid, attack is horrible. So I don't know if it was Spurs or Southampton. But it was a good game. They did score a lot of goals. And now I want to see what Uña thinks about that. Arsenal is your brother's team. Spurs
I think
is the
Arsenal is whack, and they're just not gonna make it. And I want to talk about Liverpool though. I think Liverpool had an awful game, but they were very entertaining.
They just tied to Fulham 2-2 as of this recording.
And Uña, yes or no, we had an awful game, but we still managed to get a point out of that game. Yes or no, Arsenal, if they have an awful game, they lose that game every single time.
Yeah, we showed that even though we flop in the game, we still managed to at least either tie or win, but we don't lose, bro.
And the one positive note I will give, because I'm a Liverpool fan as well, the one positive note I will give out of that is that at least Darwin Núñez scored his goal. He scored last week in the Community Shield. He scored today. And I feel like that's going to give him confidence. And honestly, I feel like Darwin Núñez is special. I feel like he will score a lot of goals for Liverpool, as well as Salah. Now, I'm sorry to all the Liverpool fans who love Salah, but I feel like we would have been better off with Mane instead of Salah. Now, we did keep Salah, so I'm always going to support Liverpool. And I'm going to support Salah since he stayed with us, and it looks like he loves being with the club. So I'm going to support Salah. But I feel like we would have been better off with Mane. The only reason why I say that is because Salah, sometimes he's selfish. He cost us some goals sometimes. But hopefully his ego doesn't get it in the way of us winning trophies this season. And I hope we win the Premier League, and I hope we win the Champions League this year.
All right, so Viral Chief, what's your take on the whole Premier League scheme as it stands right now after match day 1 for a few teams, not every team just yet, as of this recording?
As far as Arsenal goes, I think we should ask the Arsenal fan. Oh, wait, he's not here. Lalo, I'm not done with you. How are you going to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be there every week. I'm going to host this thing. We got to do better transitions. We got to do this. We got to do that. And then episode 1.
The fucking piloto.
First of all,
You're not here.
if you saying that you're going to take this podcast seriously, you got to be here every day. But guess who's here? Guess who's here, Lalo? Your brother. Your brother is here. Your brother is taking it serious. And I'm glad that you didn't come because Arsenal won. And Arsenal sucks. And I know you would have bragged about Arsenal winning. But guess what? At the end of the day, you're not going to make the Champions League this year. You know why? Because Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Spurs are going to make the Champions League this year. Yes or no, Unya?
Yup. And Liverpool is definitely going to take the dub.
All right, Viral Chief, continue with what the fuck you were saying.
No, I wasn't really saying much. I just wanted to call out that bum host one more time. As far as the Premier League goes, am I the only one that's happy that is back? Everybody's just talking shit about the whole Premier League. This is the best league in the world, and it's back. Talk.
Go ahead, bro.
What is there to do? Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Nothing. I've been lost. But the Premier League is back. We're not ESPN. We're not ESPN FC. We're not Men in Blazers. We're not Fútbol Picante. We're not going to give you the fake analysis of what's going on in the Premier League. This is the Rec Lot.
The number one podcast in the world.
We're going to bring you the realest
Number 1
takes.
fucking podcasta.
The realest takes when it comes to the Premier League.
Fucking podcasta.
That's all I got to say. I'm just happy that it's back. I don't want to watch any more shows that just dick ride players because they put money into their agents and their agents tell podcasts and shows to talk good about them. This is the real podcast.
Real media.
Real media.
Tell them.
This ain't Draymond Green. I'm the real media.
Yeah, bro. At the end of the
We're
day,
going to give you the realest takes
Tell them, Chico.
when it comes to the Premier League.
At the end-
And today, I'm just happy it's back. I'm just happy it's back. That's all I got to say. I'm just happy it's back. No bad takes today.
At the end of the day, Draymond's in the fucking league, bro. You're on the inside. You can't say shit about the real media. The real media. I don't give a fuck about you type shit. Alright, and real quick, let's move on to La Liga. Let's move on to the big teams, Barcelona, Madrid. I want to see what's Beans' opinion on the league. What do you think is going to go down this season? Who do you think is going to win?
Personally, I think Barca made some good signings, but the way they handled their money and they still have some of the same problems they had last season was pretty dumb. I think, honestly, the way Madrid just made a couple signings, didn't really do anything huge. They won the Champions League. They know they have a team that can win stuff. I think that was smart. Barca had to make changes, and they did, but can those changes stick?
All right, Viral Chief, what do you think about La Liga this season? What do you think is going to go down?
In Spain, it's all about prestige. There's only one team in Spain. The biggest team in the world.
What team is that?
14 Champions League. You're going to tell me Barca with 17-year-olds, with new players, with a coach that wasn't even that good of a midfielder, who was at nowhere near the levels of Modric and Cruz. You're telling me that guy is going to take them to another level? I personally don't think so. Madrid is going to sweep everything in Spain this year.
So what are you predicting? A Madrid treble? That's what you're saying?
Madrid treble.
For this season coming up.
2023.
Madrid treble.
Real Madrid. La Liga champions. Copa del Rey champions.
Champions League.
Champions League champions. We're too good. We're too good for these leagues. We're making our own league. Super League. That's how good we are. And you want to talk to me about Barca with 17-year-olds, with new players, a 35-year-old Lewandowski. Don't come at me like that.
And speaking of Barca, I don't know if y'all heard the recording of Ricky Puig, who just got transferred to LA Galaxy, by the way. He was speaking his opinions on Ferran Torres.
I don't know about that.
Did you didn't hear the recording?
I have no idea about that.
I don't know where it stemmed from, but basically he said Pep ain't even want him. So basically, why is he being treated like a superstar? Is essentially what he was saying. Beans, what do you think about that matter?
I think he wanted to leave. Pep did not want him. I think that made sense. Pep wanted him, but Ferran wanted to leave. Think about it from his perspective. He's a Spanish youngster. The biggest Spanish team, came in and said, yo, we want you. You are our future. Who would say no? Who would say no?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that take. But in my own opinion, he didn't deliver. He's not the player that Barcelona thought he was. Or Manchester City.
He scored hat tricks for Man City. Don't forget that.
But he didn't do it for Barcelona. And I think the front three should be Ansu Fati on the left, Lewandowski down the middle, and Dembele down the right.
I don't disagree with that. Right now, the way Ferran is and how he's been playing for Barca,
he's inconsistent, bro. That finishing, Ansu Fati's going to bring you goals at the end of the day. But, Chico, if you was in charge of Barcelona, who would be your front three as of today?
I think as of today, I would definitely have Dembele. That kid is different.
Different.
He knows how to play. I'd have Dembele, Aubameyang up top, and Ansu Fati.
Also, before we go to the next segment, shout out Girona. They're getting 7th.
Shout out Nice. I think they're going to win the French
Don't care.
league.
Cut the cameras. What's up, everybody? We're talking about the F1 season. Me and Horst are really the only ones who know F1. Everybody else, they kind of follow whatever we tell them. But we're really the only ones who know what's going on. So, how do you think the season is going so far, Horst?
So, I think that Max is going to win the season just because he's so far ahead. And Red Bull does have a better car than Mercedes. I feel like Lewis Hamilton has had an underwhelming season. And not only because of his car. Also because in most races, I feel like he ends up placed underneath George Russell, who's also part of Mercedes. What do you think?
George Russell is having an amazing first season at Mercedes. Like, I really expected him to be a level under Lewis Hamilton. And right now, they're going at it. Like, he's keeping up with him and even beating him sometimes in races. Now, personally, I think the only reason they're really getting that much attention is because Ferrari is failing right now. Their car's breaking down pretty much every race, at least one. And then Mercedes is there to pick up the scraps.
So would you say that Red Bull automatically wins the race, the championship for this year?
Yeah, I think Red Bull wins both championships.
But let me cut you off there. So you think even the constructors championship?
Yeah, Red Bull, Max, and Checo. Honestly, I think that lineup I don't think is as strong as other lineups. Mostly on Checo's side, he can be a little inconsistent. But when he's good, he's good. He can be second place, first place if Max isn't there. He can be better than the Mercedes, the Ferraris. And I think you need that to win the constructors. And personally, Ferrari is not there. I already said their car's breaking down. And Mercedes, their car is too slow. Like, it's just simple as that. They can't keep up with Red Bull right now.
So would you say that next year, when they start making some more adjustments to their cars, do you think that Mercedes will be right there with Red Bull? And also, do you think that Lewis Hamilton will win his eighth?
Eighth.
Do you think that he will win the eighth next year, like literally
Look,
next season?
Mark my words, Lewis Hamilton will win an eighth championship. Will it be next year? Personally, I think so. Because Mercedes, think about it when they were in the beginning of the season. Really, really behind Ferrari and Red Bull. And we thought it was going to be bad. But they caught up quick. Like, we're at the halfway season right now. It's a summer break. And they're there. They're there. Even just on pace, no accidents, no failures for any of the teams. It's a toss-up between who's going to get second, a Mercedes or Red Bull.
But do you think that Max already has the championship tied down, or do you think that Lewis or George Russell, because George Russell, in my opinion, is having a better season than Lewis Hamilton. So do you think that any of them could compete against Max for the title?
Right now, this season, no. First of all, you have a combination of Max being the best driver in the world right now.
Yep.
Think about how consistent he is.
Yep.
He's always on it, always first.
Yep. With the best car.
Yeah, with the combination of having the best car, the Red Bull, always reliable, pretty much.
Yep.
And they're strategists, bro. Think about how many races Ferrari has lost just on strategy this year alone. Not to even think about the past. But Red Bull is always on it.
So, do you think, by the way, because at the beginning of the season, it seemed like Leclerc was going to win the whole season, right? It seemed like he was going to win the championship. Now, with Ferrari's car failures, do you think that this is, first of all, is this the best chance that they have at winning a championship? And second of all, do you think that they will be able to correct these mistakes, these car failures, and be able to compete for next year? Do you think it's going to be like a three-way race, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull next year? Or do you think that Ferrari is all right at competing this year and they're just going to fall off again next year? And Mercedes is going to take over that second spot?
Personally, I think no matter what Ferrari does, Mercedes is going to take that second spot. Now, if Ferrari can keep up with them, I think so.
Is that because just based on the drivers? Do you think that Mercedes just has better drivers? Or do you think that they're going to make a better car?
No, I would say the drivers... Mercedes definitely, I think, in my opinion, has better drivers. But I want to say there's much in it. Like, you think about... Like, Mercedes, they have two number one drivers, you know? You don't really see them preferring one to the other right now. But Ferrari obviously have a 1 and 2. Sainz 2, Leclerc 1. I think that could work for them. If it's the right decision, personally, I think so. Leclerc will be a world champion. If it's with Ferrari, the way they're looking, I don't think so.
First of all, and I'm not talking about cars, I'm talking about just based on driving skills, right? Winning races, making sure you get enough points to win that championship. Do you trust Leclerc or Max more when it comes to that?
Max by far. He's gone up against the best of all time, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Won it. Leclerc has gone up against them and choked. That's the same exact thing that I've been saying. Max is gonna win it. Max is by far the better driver. You could see Leclerc has potential, but Max is already there. They're about the same age. He's a champion
already.
He has a team that he can trust.
And you got to keep this in mind when it comes to pressure. Max Verstappen won the championship in the very last lap of the season against the greatest of all time, Lewis Hamilton. That's a big deal, in my opinion. Now, do you think that...
Leclerc would not have done that.
You don't think Leclerc would have done that?
First of all, Checo had a major part to play in that. Don't underestimate that.
Checo,
no matter what anybody says.
Yeah, Checo's a great teammate.
He won Max that championship. Maybe not entirely, but he had a part to play.
Now that we're done talking about Red Bull and Mercedes, I do want to say one thing, and I want to hear your opinion on this, Beans. McLaren. I feel like McLaren, first of all, is a huge name in the Formula One. I think that the best drivers should be in McLaren competing for a championship. Now,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I do see Daniel Ricciardo everywhere in the media. Now, when I hear why he's always in the media, I'm always told that it's because of his personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because to be honest, in races, he's not that good. I don't see anything special in him. But I do want to say this: I don't see any personality in Daniel Ricciardo to the point where like it's special. I don't see him as someone who has this tremendous personality to the point where it exceeds Formula One and it moves on to like say Hollywood, right? Because I see a lot of actors posting with Daniel Ricciardo. I see a lot of commercials with Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo was on Ellen a couple months ago, and again, I don't know why. I don't get the hype. Do you think Daniel Ricciardo should give up that McLaren seat to someone else who's a better driver? Maybe to a younger driver? He might not be better than Daniel Ricciardo right now. Maybe a Formula 2 driver. Do you think an up-and-coming driver should get that McLaren seat? Or do you think an established driver should get that McLaren seat? For example, Marcos Alonso, I feel downgraded teams. Do you think Fernando Alonso, my fault. Do you think Fernando Alonso would be a better fit for McLaren than Daniel Ricciardo?
Yes. I think Fernando Alonso still has it. Personally, like, he is really good. He's a 2-time world champion. He has longevity, and he can definitely challenge if he's at the right team, the right car. Is McLaren that team? Probably not.
So, I'm saying for you specifically, do you think Lewis Hamilton will always be the greatest of all time? Or do you think Max, especially since he beat him head-to-head, does have an argument to beat him for the greatest of all time title in a couple years, say 8 to 10 years?
If he matches what Lewis Hamilton did and goes beyond, I will acknowledge him as the GOAT. But right now, Lewis Hamilton is the GOAT. He has broken many records, and he's done it in an era where, is the new era. A lot more machinery, a lot harder. Not these old bums that can't do anything.
And I don't disagree with that per se, but I do want to say that I do think Max does have a potential to be the greatest of all time, especially because he's always going to have that argument, right? I did beat Lewis Hamilton head-to-head in the very final lap of the season. Now, there was some controversy going into that final lap, right? The FA did... Is it the FA?
FIA.
FIA. So the FIA did allow, if I'm not mistaken, Max to change his tires to small tires, yes or no? And I believe Lewis had medium tires?
Lewis had hard tires.
Hard tires, okay. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw Max with the small tires...
Soft tires.
With the soft tires, and I saw Lewis with the hard tires, I did immediately think that Max was going to win.
It was obvious. Max was going to win. I'm not going to say it was rigged for him, but the decisions that the FIA made that day did allow Max to win that championship.
Now, go ahead.
Checo did make a difference. Let's always bring it back to Checo. Shout out Checo.
Do you think the FIA, if they weren't involved at all, do you think that without the FIA, Lewis Hamilton would have won the championship?
Yeah, by far. Not a chance. Well, the crash did happen. That had nothing to do with the FIA. If they would have handled the crash correctly, now, whatever that is, what correctly means to you, to the viewers, I know that's not going to be what happened. Because what they did was wrong. And I'm not saying Max didn't deserve the championship, but Lewis should have won that race, which in turn would have gave him the 8th championship. He would have broke the record. But, hold on, don't cut me off. Max did deserve it. Max was great last season. I probably would have said he was the best driver, and he's showing it now. The season after he won the championship, he's still in that form. He's still the best driver. He's going to win his 2nd championship. Nobody can stop him. And that's that.
Do you think that much of Verstappen's success... Now, I do think he's a great driver, right? You know how much I love Max. Do you think that much of his success is due to Checo? So, say, for example...
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, you think...
I think Checo had a big part to play in that championship race.
You think Max would have still been successful without Checo?
Yes. Like, right now, if like that last race, he probably wouldn't have won it. He would have 0 championships right now. But if everything else played out how it has up until now, he would still be winning this championship by far.
Yeah.
By far.
Now, I do want to let everybody know on this podcast, if you have not watched Formula One yet, please do yourself a favor and check it out. Formula One is an amazing sport. It has a lot of storylines, not just with winning the championship, but there's also many storylines with people losing their seats.
Yep. Like we're seeing now.
Exactly. So, I would say check out Formula One, man. Last season, if you missed an amazing season last season, yes or no, B?
Yes, that season last season was amazing. It's never going to happen again. I would recommend you watch a documentary on it or something like that. But if you are just getting into Formula One, I would recommend watching The Drive to Survive, Netflix.
On Netflix.
The first season, that's it. Everything else, just the first season is what I would recommend. That'll get you in there. It'll get you understanding the sport. And it'll show you all the personalities of the sport. Yeah, some of them may have left F1, but the main ones are still there. Now, I really want to talk about this driver market that's going on right now.
All right, let's talk about it.
Okay. In your opinion, was Vettel ready to retire?
Honestly, Vettel, like, I feel like, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. What was the name of that Russian driver that got... Mazepin. He's better than him. So Vettel,
by far.
Exactly. So Sebastian Vettel definitely deserves a seat in this championship. Now I do know he wants to retire, so I respect his decision. But even if you're not competing for a championship, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I do appreciate all 20 drivers. I don't care what car you're in. At the end of the day, you're risking your life.
Yep.
You're trying to win a championship. And at the end of the day, it is very entertaining. Now,
no matter how trash you are in that seat for a reason. You have gone through the system. You are there. You are driving. You are putting your life on the line, and you are entertaining me. So thank you to all the drivers. If you see this, just know I appreciate you.
Please, if you are not a Formula One fan, or if you've never seen Formula One, please check out a race. Trust me, it is a very entertaining sport. I know it's just racing, and some people just see it as just that, racing. But there is storylines. There's amazing cars. There's amazing drivers. Let me shout out Max. Let me shout out Leclerc. Let me shout out Checo. Let me shout out Hamilton. George Russell. Legends like Bottas. Legends like Vettel. Legends like Alonso.
Yep.
Shout
out Pierre Gasly too. He's my favorite driver.
Legends like Gasly. But at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to the casual fan, they're just going to focus on the championship.
Yeah, if you're a casual fan, I wouldn't even say focus on the racing. Focus on the storylines. That'll keep you entertained. I know that's going to be a bad take by any F1 fans who watch the racing and all that. But think about it from a human perspective. You just want to be entertained. The entertaining part is the storylines. Yes, if you understand what's going on track, it's amazing. And I really do love watching the races.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie, Beans. You know I'm a casual fan. I check it out whenever I can. I was really, really hooked from last season. Why? Because Max and Lewis Hamilton were
like we said, that was an amazing season, once in a lifetime.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime race, though. But even taking that away from Formula One, it is still an amazing sport. I still do check it out from time to time. And please, like, I know me and Beans, we're going to try to make it to a race in person. Whether we have to go to Texas or anywhere else, we're still going to check out the races, right?
All right, moving on. Let's talk about the Brittany Griner situation. I'm not sure if y'all familiar, but if y'all do know about the whole topic itself, let me know what your opinions is on the matter as of right now.
I think it's just crazy. I like it's unreal type shit. And then I think Joe Biden's a bitch.
So I also think Joe Biden's a bitch. Now, I will say that I didn't appreciate Brittany Griner's teammate coming out and saying that she's not some average person. Like, what is that supposed to mean? So, basically, what her teammate said is that if it was like a regular person like us, that they wouldn't give a fuck. Like, they would just leave us locked up there for the whole 10 years, right? Or 9 years, whatever it was. What I will say, though, is that Brittany Griner should serve her entire 9-year sentence just because, you know, we're not exactly in a war with Russia, but they're in like turmoil, right? So why would you go to Russia? Like, that makes no sense to me. And if you know, even if you don't know the laws, I would not risk taking weed or any type of drug to a foreign country just because I don't know the laws. I don't know how long I could get locked up. And I don't appreciate the fact that they're literally thinking about trading Brittany Griner for an arms dealer. Brittany Griner provides for the country. I don't understand. Like, I get that she plays basketball, but that's all she does. And we're about to trade an arms dealer who is most likely hard to catch, right? I don't really know. I don't look into politics that much. But I'm going to assume that he was hard to catch. So we're just going to give him away for a basketball player that we don't even watch? Like, I don't understand that. I'm going to say lock her up and have her serve her 9-year sentence. That's just how I feel about it.
To keep it going, my opinion is, I think 9 years is too harsh, but I'm in America though. I don't know how things are in Russia.
9 years, making 19 years.
And either way, like, I just think it's mad dumb of you to go to another country and bring weed in with you when you don't know the laws. Like, why would you even do that?
Now, I have a question. Since we're talking about a topic of girls, do you guys think women want equality or superiority to like us as men?
I'm gonna say it's like 50-50 with them. Like 50% want equality and they good with that, which is fair. Because I don't really think males should, be dominant. Like, this shit's like weird. And then 50-50 wants superiority, which is also weird. Like, what's the point of that? Why do you want all that power?
But then again, is it equal? Because when it comes to other types of equality. So, for example, say you got married to a girl, right? If she doesn't sign a prenup, she could literally, if she divorces you, she could literally get all your money and stuff. So, like, is it really equal? I feel like sometimes men are not treated equally just because we're men. And I know this has nothing to do with sports, but I feel like it should be equal. I'm cool with equality. Like, everybody should be treated the same way. But then again, for example, Brittany Griner in the WNBA, the reason they're saying why she went to Russia is because she wasn't making enough money here, right? Like, she wanted to make more money in Russia. This is the problem I have with that. Women always complain about us men not watching the WNBA. But guess what? You women could watch the WNBA. You guys can support them. You guys can make money for them. So why aren't they doing that? If it really bothers them that much, why don't they watch the WNBA? What do you guys think?
My opinion, no disrespect to nobody, that shit fucking buggy. That shit boring. That's just my opinion, bro. Fuck what you talking about. Whoever's making you the most money, that's who's gonna get the most of the revenue that comes in. Whoever's making the least is gonna make the least. Exactly like the UFC. So Conor makes most of the money. I don't think he's won in like 4 or 5 years as of this recording. But he's the biggest superstar by far. He brings in the most money by far. He's always going to get title shots. He's always going to get main events. And matter of fact, speaking of, as of this recording, Brandon Moreno fought last week on the interim belt. What you thought about that fight, Viral Chief?
That was light work. What's his name? Kaikara?
Kaikara.
And he from France?
Yes, sir.
Just like the 2010 World Cup. We beat France again. Kick to the kidney. 3 broken ribs. Stop playing with me. Figgy, you next. Brazil, you next. Stop playing.
Let's talk about that. So, how do you guys think that is it the fourth fight? Yeah, the fourth fight between Brandon Moreno and Figueiredo will go? Do you think Brandon is going to win that fight? Do you think Figueiredo is going to land a lot of knockdowns like he did in the third fight?
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. To me, despite the knockdowns, Brandon Moreno's 3-0. My opinion. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how I won each fight. First off, the first fight, I thought takedowns mattered. I thought if you had a high accuracy of takedowns, that's going to win you the fight most of the time. That's going to win you the fight. And I saw Brandon Moreno in at least 3 rounds of that fight
Speak on it.
take him down 2 or 3 times with ease and keeping him there. Basically a whole round of control time. On top of that, there was a nut shot And I forgot what other foul there was in there. So there should have been a point deducted. So I think Brandon won by at least 2 rounds in that first fight. And then the second fight, you guys saw what happened. We choked him out. We destroyed him. 3 rounds, you're out. Third fight, despite the 2 knockdowns, 2 or 3 knockdowns that we took, I'm not finna lie, we whooped that boy ass. That's just my opinion. I might be biased. But Unya, what do you think about those 3 fights so far? How do you think the 4th fight is gonna pan out? 4th fight, I think we just gonna go 4-0, my opinion.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I think they're gonna go 4-0. I think Brandon Moreno's gonna definitely do the same thing that he did last time.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. To me, Moreno's just too good everywhere. Like, there's no bias. Like, you just gotta watch the fights. Moreno is basically the best stand-up fighter in the game right now. Maybe Davison is up there, like 1A, 1B. And then wrestling, like, it's not even close. Viral Chief, what you think?
No, I was just gonna ask the question. Do you even think Figueiredo is gonna make 125 again? I'm hearing rumors out there
That he might go up.
that he not making the weight no more.
What you think?
I think that he is gonna make the weight. I think they definitely are gonna have a 4th fight. I do agree with you though. I think that they're not counting takedowns as highly as they count them in other fights. Like, I don't understand that.
Why?
Does it depend on
Tell them why.
Does it depend on the commission? Like, I
Tell
know
them why.
every state has a different commission.
Does it depend on the nationality? That's what
It might depend
Tell
on
them
him
why.
being Mexican, but either way, I feel like, especially with the newly introduced body kicks that Brandon Moreno's throwing, that's definitely something that will trouble Figueiredo. I don't see Figueiredo making it out if it's a fight. It is gonna be a 5-round fight. It's a
I say
championship
2.
fight.
Maybe.
I say 2.
I think that Brandon Moreno finishes him. I'm not sure if. First of all, I want him to throw the body kicks. I think that was a great game plan against Kai Kara, and I honestly think that would work.
And he needs to go for takedowns.
2 broken ribs.
Yeah, and I think that would work against Figueiredo as well. I think the body kicks are great. I think that body kick he threw against Kai Kara to finish him was great. And I feel like that would be something that would worry Figueiredo. And also on the ground, I do like my chances with Brandon as well. So I think that Brandon is going to be the champion. So say Brandon wins that fight, right? Do you think Figueiredo asks for a 5th fight, which I doubt the UFC will give? Or do you think that he'll just move up and wait and try to compete for that 135 belt?
What are we talking about?
Figueiredo.
Oh, I think he will move up because even when it comes to Dana, Lalo, how your dog here and you not here, bro? You're supposed to be hosting this thing. And your dog is here. Your brother's here. But you not here. Just like Figgy. He not gonna be there. 125, he not gonna make it. Move up, bro.
Before we move on, because we currently in New York. Before we move on, we are gonna have well, there's rumors that we're gonna have Izzy against Ferreira. But before we move on to that, I just want to pay my respects. Say rest in peace to Bill Russell, one of the great legends of the NBA. Passed away this week, so I just wanted to have a little 1 second of silence and pay my respects to Bill Russell. Copy, we done with that. Alright, so moving on, we got Izzy and Pereira main eventing Madison Square Garden in November. Horse Mask, what do you think?
So I think that I'm just gonna be honest, completely honest with you guys. I don't have a winner for you. I don't have a prediction for you, just because. Yeah, Pereira did knock Adesanya out when they used to be kickboxers. But I do believe in the fact that Adesanya definitely got better by then, probably, right? But you can also say that Pereira got better since then. The gloves are a little bit smaller, so Pereira, I believe, does have more power than Adesanya. And I think it's gonna be an amazing fight, especially since it's gonna be an MSG. I might go watch that fight live, but either way, I do think that it's gonna be a great fight. And to be honest with you, I think Adesanya might surprise us and go for some takedowns. I don't think Pereira has any ground game yet, and I feel like Adesanya is gonna take advantage of that, and he's gonna try to prove that he is a well-rounded champion, and he can also take it to the ground when he wants to. So I do like my chances with Adesanya in that fight. I will say that Adesanya will stay champion after that fight at MSG.
All right, Unya, what you think? How you think things is gonna pan out between those two?
I also go with Adesanya, and the reason why is because he's definitely got better. He's definitely know how to take down a lot quicker.
All right, Viral Chief, what you think about the Izzy and Pereira main event coming to the garden?
Oh, y'all talking about Izzy? Yeah, that's why I fell asleep. It's been about 4 pay-per-views now. Every single fight, he just talks shit. Oh, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out, bro. Got me doing the Steph Curry, bro. I'm going to sleep. Pereira, second round knockout. 3-0. Stop playing. I heard you an Izzy fan.
I am,
Is that
actually.
true?
Yeah.
What you think about what I just said?
I mean, I think you're just wrong. I think you're just dumb.
What?
Play it, boy. Don't even play like that. Don't even play like that, boy. Nah, show him. Oh, yeah,
Yo! Alright, now to wrap shit up, we say the best thing for last, of course. A national team. How y'all think Mexico is going to do in this upcoming World Cup? I think we're like 3-4 months away. What's going to happen with us in this upcoming World Cup in Qatar?
I doubt that we even make. I don't even think we're gonna get out of the group. Yeah, I don't even like what we got. Poland, you know for a fact Lewandowski could dominate the whole squad. Argentina, bruh, they're in their prime right now. Like it's not gonna happen. They're like, I doubt it.
Horsemas, what you think?
First of all, I don't even care about the World Cup. I just want to say fuck the Mexican Federation. Jorge Sanchez. He wanted to go to Europe. Is that his name, Jorge Sanchez?
Yeah, from America.
He wanted to go to Europe. Ajax, I believe, offered like $5 million, and America did not take it. Like, that's what's wrong with our federation. That's what's wrong with our country. We're not sending our players to Europe. I don't give a fuck if Ajax offers $2 million. You send that kid to Europe, because we have to develop our players. Our players are not gonna be world class if they stay in Mexico their entire careers. So that's what pisses me off about the Mexican Federation. And because of that, I believe that in our lifetime, we're never going to see Mexico win a World Cup. So fuck the Mexican Federation. Fuck the coach. Fuck Tata. Fuck all of y'all. I'm not going to support Mexico until I see us get rid of the divas in the Mexican team. I see us get rid of that blind-ass coach. And I see us get rid of that blind-ass federation, that stupid federation, that corrupt federation that only cares about money. Let's start sending our players to Europe. Let's start developing our players. And let's start winning actual trophies. I don't give a fuck about no Gold Cup. That shit is fucking easy. I don't give a fuck about a Gold Cup. I want a World Cup. I want a Confederations Cup. I want a big trophy. So I don't give a fuck about no Gold Cup. The Gold Cup doesn't mean shit to me. I want to win a World Cup, and if we're not going to win it, let's at least compete for it. Let's at least play that 5th game. Let's at least play past the group stages. Let's at least play past the round of 16, the round of 32, whatever it may be. Let's at least play past that 5th game. Let's make some noise in a World Cup. Because by now, honestly, with the amount of talent that we have in Mexico, we should be a top contender for World Cup. We should be up there with the European teams. We should be playing that European style. We should be high pressuring teams. We should be playing at the level of France. We should be playing at the level of Germany. We should be especially in CONCACAF, when we're fighting for these Gold Cups, we should be dominating these small teams. USA should be nothing to us, because they're still developing. Canada should be nothing to us. But now, Canada and USA can still compete for Gold Cups because we're not developing our players correctly. So fuck Mexico, fuck the Federation, fuck that dumbass blind coach, and fuck all those divas on that team. Bring me some real Mexican players who will play for the jersey. Bring me that, and I promise you we'll make some noise in this World Cup.
Unya, what you gotta say?
What y'all think about the fact that Tata Martino picked Liga over Chicharito?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, at this point, I feel like we just don't have a striker. And at this point, if I'm a part of the federation, like if you really give a fuck about how the team does, you might as well just put Flores in there already, bro. Because Jimenez, he was a great player. Great
Some
striker.
people might not know who you're talking about.
Marcelo Flores, young kid from Arsenal, just got loaned out to Spanish League. Because Raul Jimenez, you can't even blame him. I'm not mad at you, but bro, like, I respect you, but you gotta go. He's just not gonna reach that level that he was at before, and I don't even blame him. Nobody's mad at him, but like, you gotta move on.
I don't agree with that just due to the simple fact that we don't have a better striker than him at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. So we might as well just be starting Flores right now, getting him ready.
But he's not a striker, so what does that have to do with Raul Jimenez?
Nah, he is a striker though.
No, he's not.
Well, Raul Jimenez is injured right now.
Yeah.
So who would y'all put as striker of the Mexican national team?
I would honestly...
Remember, hold on, let me talk.
Mhm.
Remember, Santi Jimenez was just top goal scorer of Liga MX before he went to Feyenoord, which he hasn't played for. How do you feel about him moving to that role?
So I wouldn't mind, because I love when young players get an opportunity in the Mexican team, the Mexican national team. But before I do that, I'm going to try to convince Carlos Vela to come back. I still think Carlos Vela is the best Mexican around right now.
But you got to be realistic at the same time. Like, I'm talking about, like, who do you actually talk to? Like, who do you actually call
really
up?
get people that he can really get. That's what.
So
Carlos
if we're
Vela,
not-
he's looking like a lost cause. You know he's not going to the
not
World
coming
Cup.
back.
So we're not able to bring Carlos Vela, then bring me Santi, bro. I'd rather give an opportunity to these young players coming up who actually want to play for the jersey than give an opportunity to these divas who are never going to fight for the jersey. They're never going to play for the actual national team. And they're just in there for the money, or they're in there because they think they're like this hot shit, right? Like they think they're mega stars, when in reality, when it comes to European football, when it comes to world football, they're nothing. So I'd rather give an opportunity to the young players, let them make a name for themselves. I don't care how you do in the World Cup. At least I know that you gave it your all for the jersey, and that's all I care about.
So in that case, he's saying play Flores, Santi, and Lainez up there. That's what you're saying.
If they're gonna give me more effort than the divas that are in the starting 11 right now, like Chucky Lozano, Tecatito Corona, and Raul Jimenez, then yes, start them over them. I don't care. As long as you play for the jersey, as long as you give me hope, at least hope that you're gonna win a World Cup like that 2014 squad did. They gave me hope. I really thought that we were gonna fight for that World Cup. If you give me that type of vibe, then I don't have anything against you. I wish you the best, and I'm glad that you're on the team. But if you're gonna be a diva, like Chucky, like Tecatito, like a lot of players who came and went in the Mexican national team, I don't want that no more. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the Mexican Federation, to be honest with you. I think we need a federation that cares more about the actual talent and developing talent than the money. Like, what's the point of having these big Mexican names on the squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're just gonna lose and lose and lose. And what's the point of hiring a coach if you're gonna tell them who to call up? That makes no sense to me. I think we need a credible coach. I think we need a coach who will stand up for himself, who will actually pick the players that he wants. And we need players who will actually fight for the jersey. So, Tecatito, Chucky, whoever else that it's a diva, fuck you. I don't want you on the fucking team. I don't want to see you in the fucking World Cup. I don't give a fuck about you. You guys had your opportunity. You guys don't do shit with it. You guys are just divas. And I want the young and up-and-coming stars to at least prove themselves, to at least fight for the jersey, and at least give us hope that we can actually compete for a World Cup.
All right, Una, what you gotta say about that?
I hate the fact that Tata Martino is Argentinian, and that they put an Argentinian coach, and we're gonna be versing Argentina, and the fact that we have a striker that's from Argentina. Like, why the hell? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, speaking
mad,
on Funes Mori, right? You talking about Funes Mori?
Yeah.
Why is it that as soon as you get your Mexican papers, you're trash, bro? Like, he even stopped scoring for Monterrey. Like, are we just that trash?
I think we are.
Nah, but I don't know. I I don't like Funes Mori either. But how do y'all feel about Alexis Vega from Chivas? Do y'all think he should be playing more minutes?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, first to address the issue before that, I don't mind a foreign coach, but at least give me somebody credible, somebody that, like, you know, there's a reason behind why he's not Mexican, like why he went after this guy. Give me a Pep, give me a Klopp, give me a Flick, give me Xavi. Coaches like that, bro. Tata, he had a pretty good team at Barcelona.
Piojo.
He did nothing with that.
Piojo's a good coach.
No, but we're talking
Yeah,
about
to
give
the
me,
final.
bro.
We
No,
went-
but I'm talking about foreign coaches.
like foreign
right now.
coaches
I'm
right
talking
now.
about foreign coaches.
That's a whole other
of course,
conversation.
bro. Like,
That's
bring
who
it
every
back, bro.
that's who every Mexican fan right now wants, bro.
That's the dad of
The last
bring
couple
it back.
years,
Okay.
just like yo, just bring somebody
nigga
who's
got
gonna
respect.
motivate them.
He at least brought motivation.
Bro,
brought,
he took us to the final at
like,
least,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
Did he? I think
Yeah,
he
we
did,
won
right?
cups under him. Gold cups, though. But in the World Cup, like, that team, I don't know, they was different. They was playing different, bro.
He had the squad.
Yeah,
But, I don't know, he just clapped the motherfucker. Some dudes do gotta just get clapped, bro. Honestly. Nah, for
but
real, though.
wasn't it because of his daughter?
Nah, but, yeah, exactly. So you gotta smack that
Nah,
dude.
word.
I feel like he was set up personally because they wanted him out. But, bro, sometimes some dudes gotta get clapped. That's just fine. You gotta know this.
yeah. Free
But in
Piojo.
terms of Vega, my opinion, he should be playing in Europe. He should have been playing in Europe. I don't know if he's our best player, but he's up there. That's how I feel about him personally.
But that's the problem with players like Vega, players like Sanchez. We have these players who are trying to develop their talent and they're trying to get better, but we don't send them to Europe. And I'm honestly going to blame the top clubs. I'm going to blame Chivas. I'm going to blame Cruz Azul. I'm going to blame America. I don't care if you're trying to win a championship. At the end of the day, that doesn't matter. We're trying to win World Cups. We're trying to win something big for our country. So send them to Europe. Let them develop. Now, I know you're a Chivas fan, but what do you think? Do you think that Chivas should have sent a player like Vega to Europe by now?
First,
So do you think that a top club in Mexico like Chivas should have sent their top player, Vega, to a European team by now?
I got two ways of thinking about this. At the end of the day, he's 24 years old. He should have been in Europe by now. Like, after you're 23, you should know what you're trying to do in your career. So if he doesn't want to be in Europe, that means he's going to be in... He wants to get money. He wants to be in Chivas for a while, right? We've had players like Cuauhtémoc, like Oribe Peralta, that even though they were playing in the Mexican League, they showed up in big moments. So from what I see in Alexis Vega, when he plays in the Mexican League, I know that he doesn't care and he will go 1v1 against any player in the world. So there's certain players, as you guys know, that just can play in the Liga MX. It doesn't matter if they play in Europe or anything, they can play. And I think that's Alexis Vega. And I think he should be starting in the,
I agree
in the
with that.
Mexican national team.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if he's the best player.
Now, I'm not saying he's the best player.
But he might be, though. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like he's really that good. But, so you think they should have sold him already by now? And they had opportunities already. They could have sent him out 2-3 times already.
I think Chivas is just broke. I'm a Chivas fan, but y'all already know how I feel about them. Like, we don't got the right owners. We disrespect our legends. We disrespect our coaches. We're just cheap right now. And you're a Chivas fan too. I know that.
I was about to say. I think we lost it all. I think we lost it all after that one coach that we had.
Almeida.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
literally, like,
You literally
after that-
disrespected the guy that after 10 years, when you guys, literally the treble, Copa MX, Liga MX, CONCACAF,
Mhm.
Champions League, in the span of 12 months, and you disrespect them.
Horsemas, what you think?
So speaking about the Mexican League, I just want to give a quick shout out to Necaxa. If you don't have a Mexican team yet, please check out Necaxa. That's my favorite team. That's Rey Mysterio's favorite team. That's our club, right? Now we may not be the richest club, we may not be the most decorated club, but trust me, we are a historic club. We're an amazing club. We develop players greatly. Teams like Chivas, teams like America have benefited from us before. So please support Necaxa.
Yeah, I will add that Alejandro Sendejas, that's one player that should be called up, and we didn't mention him in the national team. That's a player that was formed in Chivas, went to Necaxa and got sold to America. I think he should be playing for the national team.
Exactly. So there's players like that, right, who don't really get recognized because we're still taking care of these divas in the national team who literally have proven that they're never going to win us anything. So, by the way, no offense to Hondurans, but we should not be we should not be winning 1-0 to Honduras. We should be beating Honduras 5-0. Because Honduras is in
Hold on, because you got a Honduran right here.
We do got a Honduras. So,
because you can't just disrespect like that.
Yes or no, Honduras is in a rebuilding stage. Should Mexico
I know y'all know about Rambo de Leon. I know y'all know about Carlos Pavon.
Fuck Rambo de Leon. Fuck Carlos Cosley. Shout out to Pavon.
Y'all know Minor Figueroa.
Pavon is a Necaxa legend. So, Pavon, I love you, Pavon. Thank you for all the great memories. But fuck Carlos Cosley.
Shout out Carlos Pavon. He came to Suleiman, New York.
Fuck Carlos Cosley. Fuck that.
For real?
Fuck that bum ass goalie that they used to have. What was his name? What was that goalie's name?
I don't know, bro.
Fuck that bum ass Honduran goalie. Fuck all of y'all. Pavon, shout out to Pavon.
Mendez.
Shout out my son Valladares.
Alright, Uña,
Valladares, fuck Valladares.
Shout out to Ellis.
Uña, hold on, Uña.
The French League.
Uña, how do you honestly feel about the Honduran national team? Because I know you are tied into them. I don't know how you feel about them. Like, if that's your favorite team, that's cool. That's your country. How do you feel about, like, the phase that they're in right now? The phase that they're in right now.
And also, one thing that I want to ask you, I know you're both Honduran and Mexican. When it comes to them facing each other, who do you prefer? Like, who do you cheer for?
That's a good question.
I think it all like for the games. I think it really all depends because if Mexico plays in Honduras is definitely taking the dub. I feel like it's just all depends like the motivation that they receive from fans is how they perform. So I think same thing with Mexico. Mexico always when they have the same amount of love from fans. I think Mexico isn't really at their best right now because we also throw shade at them. Like they just don't care anymore about us. Like I don't think that they care about the World Cup. I think they just want to get the money out of it, and then they would probably pay off to get like passed through a lot of things, but I don't think they'll win it for a fact. But on Honduras, I think they could have a good team. It's just like Mexico, they just don't call up the good young players. Like now, it's just like the Olympic team and the U23 team of Honduras never get called up to like really play for the actual national team. Like they're probably like the best team that we actually have. It just sucks because it's like our like let's say our industry in Honduras is like soccer isn't really taken as a serious sport over there. Like that's not.
Oh really? I don't know about that. So
like,
speak on that.
Like the president wouldn't really like fund any money. First of all, shout out to the president of Honduras. He just got arrested as.
I don't even know about that.
He just got arrested for being a Chapo's right hand man. He's serving life in jail right now. So shout out to him.
He definitely gonna see this. He gonna see this.
Yo, you're not right.
You feel me?
What's his name? What's his name?
Okay, forgot.
Respect
but I didn't know about that. So yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It's crazy, but yeah, they wouldn't take soccer serious over there. But I mean, I think soccer now is just starting to become less important to them. So I mean, for them, it's just they just play it to play it. But, I mean, they just not a good team.
That's good insight.
Chief, what you gotta say about that?
Nah, I honestly didn't even know about the way like the countries ran.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You know, honestly. So I just thought like, I remember when Mexico was going at it with Honduras back when it was like what 2010, 11.
The 2010s.
Yeah, when they were trying to go to the World Cup, both teams.
Yeah.
And they were good, so I would have thought by this time, and again, I don't know about the politics, so I would have thought they would have been better by now.
Word.
And I honestly think, like, even though, like, at the time, I hated them, and, like, it's, like, a whole big thing with Honduran fans and Mexican fans, but at the time, it was just made for, like, better better entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, I was entertained. We all had a good time at the end of the day. We still talk about those times. Those times should come back. I think they should have a better team by now.
So picking up on that, I do want to ask one thing. So in our lifetime, do you think a CONCACAF team will ever win the World Cup? And if so, which country?
I think when I'm 97, Mexico is gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I'm 97. Yeah, to wrap the first episode up, the pilot, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to push the notification bell up here. It just helps it with the algorithm. So yeah, with that said, it's the end of the first episode, and I hope y'all join us next week. Shout out once again to SED Podcast. Anything and Everything podcast. They've been showing love, so shout out to y'all. Shout out Vizzo, shout out Trill, shout out Nucho, shout out Nike BP, shout out Beans, shout out Horse, shout out
Marv as well. Marv is a part of the SD podcast.
shout out to the whole ASW gang. And yeah, with that, we'll come to an end and hope to see y'all next week.
Let's go! It's episode 1, bro. This shit better be lit as fuck, bro. Yo, that ass, shout us out. If y'all got friends, if y'all not losers, if y'all got some friends, bro, shout us out, bro. I wore a fucking do-rag for y'all, bro. I shaved my fucking head for y'all, bro.
Let us see the shake that.
If we get 100 likes, bro, I promise y'all, I'ma show y'all my shaved head, bro. 100 fucking likes, bro.
I'll do the.
Arsenal is dog shit.